Hey guys, what is going on? It is Minituff, and welcome to another video. This one I am going to be talking about keeping YouTube a secret, because I know it does apply to quite a bit of people out there, especially for those who aren't yet confident to reveal their YouTube channel to the world and want to keep it hidden forever. Just like me, it applies to me. I'll get there later, but before we start, I'd like to remind you that I don't have any notes or any like script thing for this video, so expect a little bit of rambling because I tend to go on little tangents about things, and that'll be coming. Just wait, give you about 2 minutes and I'll start rambling on about something. But until then, let's go ahead and stick with the topic, and that is keeping YouTube a secret. And one thing I would like to note about the gameplay is this is some Battlefield Bad Company 2. I picked this up for $5 on Origin yesterday, and I downloaded it overnight, and I was now playing it today. This is my first ever game. I just got the gameplay of it. I don't even know if I got a kill in this game, but for you guys who know, my channel isn't about gameplay at all when it comes to commentaries. It's just about the pure commentary. Like, I know I could have played for a few more hours and maybe got 2 kills in this game, but for now, you can watch me run around the map and try to figure out what I'm doing. But that's that. I mean, yeah, it's not good gameplay. I know. I could have thrown some BioShock Infinite in there or something, but yeah, might get a little bit tired of that game when you see what's coming up. Hint. Well, don't get your hopes up too high, but I'm just hinting there's something involving BioShock Infinite coming up. I don't want to spoil anything because spoilers are terrible. Nobody likes spoilers. So let's go ahead and get into the topic for today, which I've said 3 times, which is keeping YouTube a secret. And I think this might be for everyone. There are a few people that just kind of like, hey, I'm starting YouTube. Everybody come follow me. Do this, do that. Make sure you share with your friends kind of person. But for me, I'm not like that. And especially because I'm a gaming channel. And, I don't think chicks dig a guy who plays Minecraft all day, in my opinion, okay? I don't want to go out to let's say that there's some girl I like and she's like, hey James, what do you do? I'm like, oh baby, I play Minecraft all day. And they're like, what is Minecraft? I'm like, no, it's not Minecraft, it's Minecraft or something like that. I don't think it, for me, okay, I know this may not be true to some people or some whatever, but for me, I don't think doing YouTube as in like the gaming part of it and just, playing commentaries and uploading up videos, that doesn't, to me, it didn't feel like that would up my cool factor. I felt like it would do quite the opposite, and people would be like, oh, he's just a little gamer. I mean, I know people know that I'm that one gamer kid in the background, just, who actually does his homework and sort of tries. And I mean, yeah, I got senioritis a little bit early, but still, I actually try. And I'm not going to get, oh man, I almost did that. I almost just got in a total rant about school. It's almost over, by the way. I will tell you that, but summer is here in a few days, so expect some more videos soon, guys, because I'll have a lot more free time, but then there'll be times where I'm at my dad's house, and there'll be like a big time chunk where I can't upload videos. So that's that. Let me get on with the actual story, okay? So the way I felt was YouTube, doing what I do wouldn't really up my cool factor, so I decided to keep it a complete secret. Like, my family didn't even know about it. My dad, my sister, and my mom were the only ones who knew about YouTube for the longest time. And I mean, maybe till I got to like 5,000 subscribers or something. And that is the longest part. Getting from 0 to 5,000 subs is longer than it took me to probably get from 5,000 to 30,000, which I'm not at 30 yet. But you get what I'm saying. Like, the first 5,000 subs takes the longest amount of time to get to. So that's a long period of time where nobody knew. And like, my mom would kind of say, okay, you're going to make a video, or okay, you're going to do that. And it started out as like a major hobby. Like, I would be like, gosh, I get to make another video, I get to do all this stuff. And it didn't start out like a quote unquote job, although I don't view it as a job. I like to call it a job because it makes me sound way cooler. Like, yeah, mom, I'm going to go do some work. And like, it's a job. And like, just because he gets a few bucks from it doesn't mean that it's a job, but I like calling it a job. It sounds so much cooler. So yeah, pretty much, let me paraphrase. Nobody knew until maybe like 6 months ago in your time. Like, nobody knew for a long time. And then what happened was, for the way it sort of got out is one of my friends, or I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but one of my friends actually found out, and I think I had like 2,000 subs at the time. This was last year. I think it was the beginning of the year. And you guys all know Tony, sort of. I mean, he's not in most of my videos, but he does help me out with a lot of camera work. And, you know, I'll be like, hey, guys, thanks, Tony, for helping me out filming. And I think he was the first one outside of my family to find out about YouTube. And, you know, one day they came up to me and, you know, they were like, you know, well, they as in him and Jay, or they, yeah, Jay. And he was like, James, I know about your YouTube. And I was like, what? Nobody no, I don't have a YouTube. And then they pulled up a video and I was like, oh, that could be like a brother or something, a brother that I don't have, or I don't remember the exact conversation, but I tried to just avoid it. I was like, I don't want to know. No, nobody can know. And, you know, and then I ended up caving in, and I ended up telling them, and, you know, they've known ever since, but I made them swear to secrecy. Nobody could ever know that I did YouTube. And, you know, like, it started off really bad. Like, if they even mentioned the word Minituff at school, I would be like, no, you cannot say that. And, you know, as time went on, I kind of became more lenient. Like, they would, you know, we had like code words for videos. Like, I'm going to go upload a bucket. And the word bucket meant video. And like, we had all these code words. And it was really funny. I think we had like pails as subscribers, and I don't even remember all of them, but all I know is bucket is videos. That is like the main thing. Like, hey, you gonna make a bucket today? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm making a bucket. And it just kind of worked. Like, bucket is code name for video. So, you know, nobody would be like, oh, what video we're working on? And then I don't like lying to people, because I don't like lying to people. I'm kind of one of those people who, like, if you don't ask me, it's not lying. If I don't tell you about something, you know, I don't know. That's just the way I kind of work. Like, if someone said, do you do YouTube? I would... Now I would say yeah, but maybe back then I would be like, no, totally not. I mean, depending on the person I'm talking to, of course. So then I think Danny told one of his friends, and he didn't tell him. It was, he was at his house and he was on YouTube, and he wanted to know how to make a Minecraft server. And that's one of my most popular videos, getting like 500,000 views, is my how to make a Minecraft server video. If you search right now, how to make a Minecraft server, the top video should be mine. And that's something that I'm so proud of. Like, that's a really popular search thing, and for me to be at the top of the list is pretty sweet. But anyway, besides the point. So he was actually watching my video, and then Danny came back because I think he went to the bathroom or something, and his friend was like, is this James? And then I don't think he didn't want to lie to him, so he was like, yeah, that's him. And then from there, his friend actually told quite a bit of people, and so now, like, it kind of spread a little bit, but it was still contained to people that knew me. Like, if someone said, hey, do you know James or something, he does YouTube, or, like, you know, if they knew me, then they pretty much knew about it to a certain extent. There are some people that know me as acquaintances, but they didn't know about it. But most of my close friends area, and then some other people, did know about it. And, you know, I was okay with that. I wasn't happy when the word first got out. I was like, no, why would you tell? And it was really kind of getting to me. And that's at school. And then even back at home, my sister ended up telling my aunt. She was like, yeah, he does YouTube, he does Minituff, and he plays Minecraft. Why don't you go look him up? And then, you know, she was telling my aunt that, and I'm like, no, what are you doing? And then from there, I think she watched one of my videos, and then she kind of told my entire family, and then they're like, oh my goodness, James, you do video. I was like, oh no, everyone knows. It's like, at this point, I'm kind of like, okay, there's no stopping it. It's out there. If people are going to find out, they're going to find out. There's really nothing that I can do at this point. So I kind of I let it happen. And there's still a lot of people that didn't know. Like, a lot of my classmates at school still didn't know unless they really knew me. So what I'm getting at, the reason why I actually am making this commentary is because everyone in my video production class, and including the teacher, has actually found out that I do YouTube. And the story that I'm getting to is, okay, the studio, like our studio production video class is pretty much, you know, it's complete at this point. We really don't have, you know, any more big projects to work on because school's over in 2 days. Like, really, what are we going to be working on then? So we were having this like party thing where it's like, hey, we're done. Why don't we all get together and celebrate our success or how much fun we had doing the class or something. And me being, because, you know, my family's divorced, I had to be at my dad's house for that particular weekend, and it was a Friday night. And so, you know, I didn't end up going, and, you know, Tony and Jay were going to the party. And then all of a sudden I get a text while I'm on my way to my dad's house. Like, my dad came a little late, and like, I could have probably showed up for like the first 5 minutes or something, but it would that would have been pretty pointless. But, you know, as like I'm just, you know, driving off, like Tony texts me, he's like, everyone knows about it. And I was like, what? Everyone knows about Minituff now? And then my first reaction is, okay, I mean, I can't do anything. What am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to wipe their memories or something? I can't do anything about it. So I said, really? And then he replies saying, like, yeah, they did an award thing and they gave out, you know, your most popular YouTuber or something. And I was like, okay, what? And then so skip the weekend, and then I come back and I actually get to talk to Tony, and then he tells me that at the party they were doing a sort of award thing where they had papers printed off, and, you know, it would say most likely to do this, or most likely to, you know, fail college, or most likely to be successful at this, or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about, where you're the most likely person. So I guess they were trying to do one for everyone, and that only makes sense. I mean, can't leave people out, right? So they had, you know, one award for each person, and I guess when it got to me, I wasn't even at the party, so I didn't know any of this was happening. So I guess what they did was they gave out an award, and it's the funniest award thing. It's like most popular to be like a game popular person in Korea. And I was like, what the? That was weird. And then the teacher signed it. I was like, okay, Korea is cool. Hopefully it's not North Korea or anything like that. So, you know, I guess one of the students who actually made the awards and printed them off and stuff actually knew about my YouTube channel the like entire time. Maybe, I don't know how long, but for like a month or something. And then, you know, the teacher was like, what? Because, you know, he teaches video productions. He's like, okay, one of my students is doing this video YouTube thing, so I want to know, did I help him out? Did I influence him or something like that? I didn't know about this. So then he asked Tony and Jay to show him, and I'm like, okay, I gotta find my best video to send him. So I decided, because, you know, he's a technical teacher, he knows all this technology stuff about, you know, the video production and the cameras and the audio, and I was like, whoa, okay, why don't I send him my Building the Beast video, which is the video of me building my computer. So I'm like, okay, here, look up this video, quotes, Building the Beast Minituff, and then show him that one. So I guess they showed it to him, and I guess from what Tony and Jay said, that, you know, I guess he was happy. I guess he was surprised, but I mean, I don't think he'd be like sad, like, oh my goodness, you're doing YouTube. I hate YouTube. I don't. No, he's no. That wouldn't make any sense. I'm sure he was happy. Did I say she? He was happy that I was doing it, and so I was like, oh great. Now, for some reason in my head, I played it out as I would walk into video production the next day, which is Monday, and then all the people would be there, and they'd be like, oh my goodness, it's Minituff. And I would be like, I don't know. I don't like attention. I don't like it. And then so, you know, nothing happened. And then I guess, you know, the teacher, man, I'm stuttering for words. I'm trying not to use their names and the names and everything, because it's actually harder than you would think. And then the teacher's like, you're famous, Minituff, or something like that. He's like, don't hide it. You're famous or something. I'm like, no, I'm not. It isn't. No, I don't like to view it anything like that. And I guess there was no denying it. Everybody knew. And there's only like 5 people in the class at this point, because all the seniors have already graduated. Not graduated, but they're done with high school now, and they're just waiting for graduation. Their last day was actually Friday. So, you know, us, you know, freshmen through juniors have to get all the way to Wednesday. So I guess he came up and he was asking me some questions like, you know, what do you do? Do you script your videos, or do you write down bullet points? And, you know, most of my, like 98% of my videos, I don't script. I don't even bullet point them. I just go from the top of my head. Like this video right now, as I said before, I'm doing just from the top of my head. And I've been going on for nearly 15 minutes here, and I feel like this is a pretty solid commentary. I mean, I've kept my interest levels high. Like for some reason I can tell if my video is losing momentum or not. And right now I feel like I've done pretty good. So yeah, now, you know, he knows and he's asking me all these questions. Like he seems very intrigued that I've been able to do this. And he's like, so did I teach you anything, or did I help you? And I was like, yeah, because I mean, I did really learn a lot. I'm sure if you go back and watch my videos from like 2 years ago, that, you know, I've gained a lot of, you know, quality and knowledge about video production since taking the class, and it has helped me out quite a bit. So, I mean, that's pretty much where it stands today. And what am I getting at? Keeping YouTube a secret. And the advice I have for any of you guys that are doing the same is, it really doesn't matter that much. You can, like, now, if someone asked me, yeah, whatever, I don't care. But I still hate it when people watch my videos and I'm right there, like, oh, I feel like they're judging me, like, to this point, like, oh my goodness, you stuttered on that word, or you spelled that weird, or you pronounced that word weird, or you look funny with your face cam, or something like that. I feel like they're just gonna sit there and judge, and I'm just like, oh no, stop it. So that's pretty much it. Just don't be afraid, okay? It's cool, especially if you have a following. That totally helps out. I'm sure if right now I only had maybe 200 subs, it would be different. But if still, maybe if I had enough videos, it would kind of counteract. So maybe if you don't feel confident enough yet, or your channel's not big enough, or you haven't worked up to the quality, then you don't have to tell anyone. You can follow the same thing I did, where when you feel like your channel's big enough, or when it eventually gets out, no matter what you do, then just go ahead and tell the world and say you do YouTube. It's not gonna kill anyone. You'll be fine. So yeah, dudes, that's pretty much it. And this is like a 17-minute commentary, and I basted that up one take wonder over here. Okay. That's pretty much it for this video, and I'm sorry for the crappy gameplay in the background. I know I could have done way better, but that's not the point. The point is to listen to me and have your eyes entertained while your ears are majorly entertained and your mind is entertained. Does that make sense? It should. So that's it. And I wonder if anyone from my video production class, including the teacher, is going to watch this. So I don't know. I made this video pretty much anticipating that one of them would watch it. So if you are, hi, you made it to the end of the video. If you didn't, then maybe you watched the beginning or something. But that's it. Okay. I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys. Bye.